Hi there, welcome back to Wantober, Volume 2, Electric Boogaloo. And since it's Saturday, and we already got done talking about Scooby-Doo, now we're going to move on to another cartoon icon, Casper the Friendly Ghost, in his first feature film, called Casper. Came out in 1995, which is the exact same year as Balto and Toy Story came out. I can tell it's not really the first feature film based on a cartoon. Or maybe, I don't know. Lead the way to other feature films based on cartoons. Well, technically there was the Flintstones, and then this came after it. Now, Casper, he needs no introduction. He's been around for decades now, appearing in multiple cartoon shorts, 4 feature films, that means 3 live-action films, 2 animated movies, 2 other cartoon shows, with one of them being the spooktacular New Adventures of Casper, and of course he's also appeared in commercials as well, which Casper also should be remembered as a Halloween icon. And of course the film itself, I consider it a cult classic. I mean, there's everything you gotta love about this, including, the CGI effects for, Casper and the Ghostly Trio. It's because, this film came out in, the 1990s, and CGI was a really big new thing back then. Kind of like also in, the 2000s and the 2010s when, practical effects were starting to phase out, and of course, CGI was starting to phase in. Gotta admit, this was a decade before, the 2000s and the 2010s when, practical effects were starting to die out and CGI was starting to take over. Plus, there's also some really funny jokes there as well, including, quotes like, smellogram. Plus, there's also, a few cameos in there as well. Like stars like, Rodney Dangerfield, Clint Eastwood, Mel Gibson, even the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt. You even get a cameo of Ray Stantz from Ghostbusters. And yes, Dan Aykroyd did a cameo in this. And yes, it also included some pop culture references as well. And of course, it also featured crude humor as well. I mean, like, later films, this also has, adult humor in it. Just like films like Shrek. And, other DreamWorks films. And, plus also got some, actually sweet moments. When, it's not trying to be a comedy, Yeah, looking back at this years later, I still think, the CGI in this still holds up. It really does. Overall, if you're looking for a fun Halloween feature to watch, well, actually a movie to watch around the Halloween season, besides, Hocus Pocus and Ghostbusters and Beetlejuice and the others, I say go give this a watch. Casper, I think, is probably, a great reintroduction to, to the character that would be introduced for a brand new audience. And of course, with the brand new TV show coming to Peacock, this friendly ghost is not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. This is why I'm going to give this 10 out of 10. Now that we're done with that, looks like we got a request to review yet another sequel. Another sequel, huh? Okay, so what's it gonna be? Goosebumps 2? Oh yeah, right, Goosebumps 2. Yeah, I gotta review that. Okay, I'll review it. Since it's a request, I gotta take the request. Thank you for the request. If anyone wants to request me any other movies and Halloween-related movies, let me know in the comments below. Alright.